In the previous talk, I told you don't exist. I meant it, really. Because what you call what other people call you with a name, they give you a name and they keep calling you, and your identities are given from outside. A clear brain, then there is nothing, and such a nothing is filled from outside with new identities. Like you are told you are a son from outside, right? You are told to call somebody mother from outside. You are told from outside that you are a grandchild, grandson or granddaughter, and you are sent to school and you are called a student. You means I mean the body and life energy, right? The body and life energy was there. And from outside, so many identities came. Son, student, grandson, grandchild, grandson, granddaughter, brother. You're caused to call somebody elder brother or Anna, or elder brother or younger brother. And when there was just body and child doesn't know gender, and slowly they told you are a boy and you are a boy or you are a girl. And though reproduction or procreation is natural, but still the gender consciousness was developed from outside. They ask you to behave in a certain way according to your gender, because in society gender is a very serious thing. So many behavior patterns were taught to you. So gender, and then they said the man should be treated in a certain way and women should be treated in a certain way. So men is stronger, women are weaker. So many behavioral strategies are there. And you were asked to go to a profession. You were asked to be successful, and you identified yourself with a profession. You are a doctor, teacher, clerk, accountant, collector, journalist, web designer, computer engineer, hardware engineer, something like that. So you identified yourself. See how many identities got developed. There was no mention that who are you. You cannot talk about it. You could not talk about it when you were just 1 year old. If somebody asks who are you, you cannot say anything because there was nothing, there was nobody. Then every identity comes from outside. Then you develop so much knowledge that who are you, who am I, and you can talk a lot. And when you go to an interview, they tell you, introduce yourself. Then you have to talk about yourself. From everything I belong to, you will say even a small street, you will say small place, you will say I belong to that place. Small place. It's much smaller than Chennai, something like Saidapeta or Perambur or something like Nungambakam, a small place. And you identify yourself with that place so silly. I belong to. You will be native town. I belong to that native town. You are attaching yourself with a small place. I don't mean you can attach yourself big place also. Why should you attach yourself some place? And you say, I am so and so son of that person. I am daughter of this person. I was a student of this great big university. I worked here, blah, 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 blah. So much identity you are creating. The society is pushing you to feel that you exist and you are mean and you are inferior or you are superior, intelligent, you are brilliant or you are dull, you are useless or you are a great person, you are successful, you are a failure, you are short, you are tall, you are dark, you are tan, you are fair, You are not insufficient, you are educated or you are uneducated. So much identity from outside. All this suppression, all these pressures from outside makes you believe that you exist. You never existed before. So much pressure from outside to strengthen your existence, to bring some existence in the body, to bring non-existence to existence through pressure and through thought structures. All are illusions. But when you see a massive social structure, you are not able to realize it is non-existent, because so many mad people around, so many stupids around, so many foolish, so many devils around. How can you feel that it doesn't exist, thought doesn't exist? How can you realize that you don't exist? So much from outside. And they are not bad. I am again telling you, I am not interested in attacking any particular person. I don't attack anybody. There is no meaning. I am not saying they are bad, but they don't know what is happening to them, right? Because they are not aware what is happening to them. But you are listening to this. And you are listening to this because you are at least partially aware of something going wrong. So when you come to know what is happening to you, you have to realize the same thing is happening to them. I am not saying you are good and they are bad, they have spoiled you. Don't take that impression. It is stupid to take such impression. I am saying you are cheated, they are also cheated by thought. Both of you, everybody is in the clutches of thought. That is what I am saying. Right? So much pressure from outside to bring your existence and to strengthen the existence they have brought. They first give you a name. See, the trap is in the name. Same thing with God. See, God doesn't exist, but name exists. When name comes to existence, even though the object doesn't exist, you will imagine something. So first you create the name and then you create the object. It is so stupid. See, for name we have killed each other. This human species is so mad and so foolish. For the sake of name, the thing doesn't exist. Just for the sake of name, we have killed so many thousands and millions. Just for the name. So first they created the name. In other cases, see, the body existed, they gave you a name. But in the case of God, first they created the name. Without knowing any existence, without any proof of existence, they created the name. After creating the name, they trying to create some object, and they are still failure. They are not able to create any object. They are able to create only thought and delusions, and they are pushing everybody into that delusion. There is only word, name. There is no God, no object. But somehow they are trying to create an object by chiseling the stone and bringing some dolls, stone dolls. They are building temples, and they are making books, and they are bringing prophets, and they are building temples, churches, synagogues, something. They are trying to create some object for that name. It is interesting, but it is very destructive. Not just interesting. It is very dangerous. Trying to create. So, the moment they give you a name, then you cannot, it is very difficult for you to disbelieve that you don't exist. It is a trap. But it is not impossible. When with intelligence, it is not impossible. So much pressure, you are made to believe that you exist. but you don't exist. All your existence are just information, collection of information from outside. So then you, after you go to profession, then you face lot of difficulties, and you try to read some books to resolve your psychological problems, and see, now nobody existed, then somebody existed, and that existing person, that's existing entity, which is artificially created entity, now it is in disorder. And to cure the disorder, it is reading books, it is going into sedation meditation, it is going into energizing pranayama, and it is going into yoga, and it is marrying, and is a child, and is saying, I am a father, a new identity for you now, a father. And then child, and child which is calling father, 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 appa, 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 then again, how will you know that you don't exist? Because somebody is calling you appa, so you must exist. You will think that I must exist because child is calling me father. Who is it calling? I must exist. I must be existing. Then wife, husband, see how many identities have come. And all these identities are created by social structure because you accepted all those structure. A student was created because you are pushed into and you accepted the education. And profession, you became an engineer because you accepted social structure. Family, same. So more you exist, deeper your problem and disease and disorders. Non-existence is freedom. More you exist, more you have the problems. And less you exist also, there is problem. So, I am saying you don't exist. You discover for yourself. I am just giving a clue, right? I can't make you non-existent. It is so funny if I tell you that I can make you non-existent. So, now you go to a guru who will tell you that you are he can make you he can liberate you, he can make you non-existent. And that for that guru you become a disciple. And he will give you so many methods, and you are now taking a new identity called sadhak. That is spiritual practitioner, meditator, yogi, and all these new identities. Mantra sadhak, mantra diksha, that diksha, this diksha, so many diksha you take. And for whom is the diksha? Non-existent. So, who is getting diksha? So, you again start strengthening your identity. More you do, more tasks you take up, more identities you accumulate. You start feeling that you exist, you exist, you exist. And you will be very clear that you exist. And after a long time, after you are fed up with all these processes of identities, now 10 different eyes or pillars, like pillars, strong pillars, rock pillars standing inside the body, inside your brain. All these 10 pillars are 10 eyes, 10 different I am 10, I am this, I am this, I am this. Standing inside, strengthened. Now, all these 10 identities are created by social structure. Now, so much deep existence. Now you start seeking. Suppose if you are fed up, I am talking to a person who is frustrated with all these identities, frustrated with all his own identities. Not only frustrated, he is able to feel, if you are able to feel something is going wrong in society and something is terribly going wrong within you, and you want to be free from all, then you can listen. This is useful to you. Otherwise, there is nothing in this. So, when now you want liberation, you have to destroy all these identities. When don't cheat yourself, deceive yourself, saying that you will destroy it inside only, but you will exist in the same place. Exist with. With the destruction of identity, that activity, external activity also will stop, has to stop. If you are doing an engineering work and you are an engineer, so freedom from everything externally and internally, that is what I am talking about here. There is no cheating business, self-deception. That internally you are free, externally you will do everything. Internally you are free, but you will fight in the army also. Internally you don't have nationality, but you will fight in the army. Internally you don't have religion, but you go to temple. Internally there is no father or husband or wife, but you will be in the family. Internally you don't have a disciple, but still you will go to a guru. This is all cheating. Just internal liberation, but outside, however you want, you will be. Your ancient cheating. Living in the world, but living in the society, but not doing the same things, but free. This is all cheat, self-deceptions of your thought and from outside. Your religion, your scriptures have talked about this, and this is a terrible compromise. No truth in this. They want business. So they told you, I will liberate you, you can live the same way, but still I can liberate you. For their business, they have told this to you. There is no truth in it. That's what I'm saying. So, all these identities have to go. So when you dismantle every social structure from your brain, which has come from outside, you dismantle your I. You remove a social structure from your brain, don't accept, and I is gone. So simple. To say it is so simple. Doing it is also simple if you have the fire. Doing it is not difficult. It depends how deeply you want freedom. At least one person of this, one man of among the listeners of this audio may be having that fire. This is for him. I am concerned about everybody, but still everybody is not concerned about their own freedom, right? So, when you remove a social structure that is coming from outside, you remove the I. One of the 10 pillars is destroyed. Family, profession, books. If you are a fan of some entertainment, that thing. Whatever is coming from outside, remove all that. If you are attached to some guru, it is coming from outside, no? How many times I would tell? Same thing. When it is coming from outside, it is a garbage. Whatever is coming from outside has come from outside into your brain is a garbage which has to be chucked completely out, vacuum clean, right? Every identity, every concept creates identity, every structure from outside creates identity. A book creates a reader in you. A Vedanta creates a student in you. A religion creates a priest in you. A religion creates a devotee in you. God creates a devotee in you. Yoga creates a yogi in you. All these concepts are coming from outside. Every concept creates an I. Belief in politics or patriotism creates a nationality, that if you believe that country exists, that concept of country, if you believe, you see there is earth, there is ground, and there is sky. Where is the country? It is created by thought outside, and it is believed by crores of people that a country exists, and belief of crores of mad people has influenced you. That's why you are saying the country exists. Why do you believe mad people? Just because it is majority doesn't mean they are intelligent or they are true. The whole humanity is deluded and operated by thought. That's what I have been saying. So, don't believe any single human, don't believe this humanity. Everybody is in a dream. And spirituality is also a dream of thought, dream of a man. When you see that a guru has concept of religion, concept of God, concept of yoga, please realize, understand that he is not liberated. I am not saying, I am not attacking anybody here. I am telling you the mechanism, the truth of illusions, right? Truth about all illusions. I am not talking about truth. Truth doesn't exist. Illusions exist. I am talking about the delusions, illusions, and programs. Truth about all these lies. That is what I am talking to you. I am not saying truth exists, you go and search. Any guru, any man that he says he believes in religion, and he believes in a god, any deity, any idol, any yogic technique, if he is teaching you any yogic technique, be clear that he is not a free man. Any man who is doing a social service, he is not a free man. Any man who supports politics is not a liberated man. Any man who believes in existence of country is not a liberated man. Any man who gives you social service activities and engages you into those things is not freeing you. Any man who gives you a certain particular dress and particular name, and he is asking you to change, shave your head or grow your hair or grow your beard, asking you to, if he is asking you to repeat any mantra, he is not liberating you. Be clear. He is creating new identities and new concepts in you. Every concept will strengthen your I. Every concept is trapping and clutching your brain, taking control of your brain, whatever you believe. Any man who makes you believe in certain pilgrimage places, that this place has vibration, you go to that place has vibration, this place. He himself is deluded, and he is deluding you also. Unconsciously he is doing all that. I am not saying he is evil or bad. He himself is deluded, and you are following that delusion, deluded man. There is no guru. When somebody says, I am a guru, be clear that he is deluding himself and he is deluding you also. There is no disciple, no guru. I am talking to you like anybody around you is talking to you. That's it. When you go in a bus, somebody talks to you, you talk to somebody. That somebody is this. That's it. When you stand in a bus stop, somebody talks to you. You talk to somebody. That somebody is this. That's it. Do you see how a non-existent thing is created by social structures, many identities developed? Now you are working to destroy it, and you are in this process, you are caught in some deluded men who call themselves guru, self-deceiving men who are in the clutches of thought and concepts. Only you can destroy the identities that you have taken up and worn. Every identity is like a coat you are wearing and which is stuck to your body. Now it is getting stuck. Only you have to remove the social structures, and along with that identity will go. Spirituality is also a social structure. A sadhak, a search seeker, is an identity that you are taking up. Don't take seeking. Don't go into seeking. Die, kill every structure and every identity, that is death. Remove every program and every structure. Don't go in the positive direction. It is wrong. It is stupid to go in a positive direction. Negation is what you have to do. Negate one by one every identity. Spirituality, if you go, take it up, you will become a yogi, you will become a seeker, sadhak. 3 more identities you will have. You will become a disciple, 4 more identity. Many more things. You will become a follower of some philosophy, student of Vedanta, student of Bible, student of Tantra. You will again become, you will multiply your identity. Please don't do that. Destroy all your identities. Basically, there is nothing inside. You did not exist, and you came into existence in this process. I have clearly showed you how it happened. So go in the reverse direction. Remove your coats one by one. Remove your roles one by one. Unless freedom happens externally, internally nothing can happen. Internally freedom cannot happen. Internal, external, both are one. You stay in some house, it doesn't matter. Destroy all the relationships, because relationships are just social structures and names. When you go in a train, many people are around, but there is no relationship. That same thing is with your people in the family or in your house also. There is no relationship. Relationship is an illusion created by social structure. When you go in a train, nobody is related to you. The same way nobody is related to you. You don't exist, they don't exist. Your father, mother, all this wife, husband, all these relationships are illusions. You have to stay in some house, stay. Or you want to change, you change also. It is your freedom. So, freedom has to happen internally and externally. Freedom has to be complete. Your non-existence is the freedom. So reverse into non-existence. You don't exist. You did not exist. You were made to exist. You are made to believe that I exist. I doesn't exist. And if I say I exist, then you may ask, what is talking? I exist and also non-exist. It is non-existent existence. I don't want to explain too much in these things. You first do whatever has to be done. That's it.